On my mother's first day cleaning a millionaire's house, she saw what would change our lives forever. The enormous living room was lined with shelves, each one crammed full of thick books. She held and held back her curiosity, asked the owner,
"Did you read all these books?"
Most of them.
That moment, I could see my mother was shaken. She realized that knowledge could truly change a destiny. That night when we got home, my mother turned off the television. She sat us down and created a study plan for me and my brother. She told us we had to read 2 books every week, and by the weekend we had to write reports about what we read.
Use that time to develop your God-given gifts. Wouldn't be long before folks was watching you on TV.
She said. Her words pierced my heart. From that moment on, I studied late into the night. But no matter how hard I tried, I was still at the very bottom of the class. When the teacher asked me how many answers I got right on the test, I whispered none. The whole classroom burst out laughing. I lowered my head in shame. Every day after school, I avoided my classmates, so I wouldn't have to meet their eyes. But the teasing never stopped. One day I snapped, I fought back, and I was sent to the principal's office. When the principal asked for an explanation, I said it was an accident, but no one believed me. He handed my report card to my mother. It was full of nothing but DSMs. He warned her that if things didn't change soon, the school would have no choice but to expel me. On the way home, guilt weighed heavy on me. I promised my mother I would never fight again. But when it came to grades, I was so sure. I had already tried my best. Maybe my classmates were right. Maybe I really was stupid. But my mother looked into my eyes and said firmly, "You are not stupid, my son, you are smart. You just haven't learned how to use your intelligence yet. If you keep these grades, you'll spend your life mopping floors in a factory." Her words shook me to the core. I swore to prove myself to her. No matter how hard I worked though, my grades still didn't improve. Until one day my mother noticed something strange. The way I read books seemed unusual. She quickly discovered the truth. I was severely nearsighted. Without hesitation, she emptied her savings and bought me my very first pair of glasses. For the first time, I could see the words on the blackboard clearly. For the first time, the pages of books became sharp and alive. Slowly, my grades began to rise. The day I finally passed an exam, my mother's joy overflowed. From that moment, I fell in love with learning. I read late into the night in the library. I read in my dim bedroom. I even read in the bathroom at home. I studied anywhere I could. Before long, my grades skyrocketed. The day I brought home my very first A, I ran all the way back after school eager to share it with my mother. But she calmly said, "Others can do it. All can you, and you can do even better." Those words became my drive. I worked harder than ever before. The first time I stood in front of the classroom and received praise from my teacher, felt something I had never felt before. It lit a fire inside me. As time went by, my thirst for knowledge grew stronger. I became fascinated by everything, even a simple pebble on the ground. My curiosity drove me to read every book I could find about it. One day in science class, the teacher held up a black rock and asked if anyone knew what it was. The room fell silent until I raised my hand. "It's obsidian," I said, and then I explained in detail how it was formed. Even the teacher learned something new from me that day. From then on, my classmates began to see me differently. After class, my teacher showed me a microscope and invited me to look through it. That moment opened a door to a whole new world. My desire to explore the unknown grew even stronger.